So to start, we're going to go through the safety inspection, which is check that the parking brakes are set, the wiper blades are off, the spoiler is retracted, both the engine masters are off, the engine mode selector is on normal, the thrust levers are on idle, the flaps are retracted, the anti-skid is on, the landing gear is down, and that's it for the safety inspection. Now to start the aircraft, we're going to go to the overhead panel, turn on battery 1, the battery 2, and then the external power. And then we're going to turn on the strobe lights to auto. We're going to set the ADAIRs to 1, 3, and 2, so all those on. We're going to do the engine fire test. And then we're going to set the lights up for the cockpit. Here's the lights for the PFT. After that, we're going to get the seatbelt signs on, and no smoking signs, and the emergency exit lights would arm it. And then we're going to do the test for the annihilator lights, make sure everything's on. And then we're going to set up the MCDU. But before we set up the MCDU, I'm going to turn on the tablet. I'm going to import the SIMproof data. Then I'm going to go ahead and put the fuel in. After that's done, we'll load up the passengers as well. But for now, I'm going to come in here with the MCDU. I'm going to ASU, AOC, init, and then init data request. And then I'm going to come to the init page. Init request. Make sure all that information is correct. And then we're going to go to flight plan. And we're going to go ahead and put in our SID. So we click at the departure, then click departure. And then we're going to take off 10 left. And then we're going to choose our SID, which is this one right here. And then here's our transition. Insert. And then we're going to come over here, set this to plan. And we're going to go through our flight plan, make sure everything is correct. Right over here, the flight plan is discontinued, so we're going to clear that. Usually you don't want to clear the discontinuity whenever you're required to be vectored from a SID or a star, but this is in the middle of the route, so we need to clear that. And then we're going to select our arrival. And we're landing at 34 right. This is our SID. And we have notify it. And this is our position. I'm going to go through that one more time and check everything's correct. And right over here, we would be vectored to the final leg, so that's why we don't clear the discontinuity. And then we come over here, we're finished the flight plan. We're gonna come over here to the secondary flight plan, and we don't need to fill in anything over there. Make sure all the information is correct over here at the rad nav, and then come over to init B. Go to the init page and then click the arrow. Click on the first load the passengers. Come over here to the zero fuel weight. Click on it. It'll autofill the information. Click on fuel planning, and then the last page is the performance page. So we're gonna set up the flaps, which is flaps 1, and we're gonna put in 0.0 up, and click on V1, and our V1 is 133. The rotate speed's 134. V2 is 138. And that's it for the MCDU. So we can switch this back to the arc mode, turn on the constraints. And now we're going to set up the barometric pressure. And usually you get that from over here. But it's not working now, so I got it from Navigraph. And it's 30.13. And then we're going to set up our altitude. And we don't have any set constraints, so I'm going to go straight to the flight level. For our cruising altitude, which is flight level 390. And then we're going to set up our speed as well, which was 250 knots. And then we're going to make sure that the flight directors are both on. And now we're going to perform our cross check, so come over here, turn on the crew oxygen supply, check that the CBR is working, turn on the fuel pumps, and then turn on the APU. And then once this is available, turn on the APU lead. And go ahead and shut on the navigation lights. And now the APU started, so we're going to turn on the APU lead. And then now we're ready for pushback, so we're going to go ahead and turn on the beacon lights. And disconnect the ground power. I'm going to come over here. The pushback menu. The other pushback. Park and brake. And now that we've done that, we're going to set the selector mode to start, then mouse switch to. The thing I'm going to check, make sure if this engine becomes available. It'll say available up here. Once it's done, it'll be around like 20, and then I'm going to turn on master switch 1. Now that now that engine 2 has started, now we're just turning to engine 1. Okay, now that we're in position and engine 1 is on, now we could set up the cockpit for takeoff. So we're going to set up the transponder. Just this to on. This is to TA. Arm the spoilers. Set the flaps to the takeoff position, which is 1. Anti-AS if it's required, but it looks like we'll need it. And then set the nose lights to taxi. And turn on the runway turn-off lights. And And after that, we turn off the APMS switch and APU bleed. And then we just taxi to the runway. Now that we're approaching the runway, we go ahead and turn on the clock and turn on the landing lights. Both on. Taxi lights to take off.